All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on this beautiful day right here in the beautiful Buckhead community. Say what? I can't hear nobody. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I am your host, Ramon Preston, and I'm super excited about this Part 3 discussion. We've been having this series all week on things that I use as a coach and consultant. So I'm very excited about what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Please do me a favor, if you're coming on during this live, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon, the squad, and the Ramon Preston Show. We are live in the house, his house, right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. So hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, start dropping names in the comments, and let me know where you're watching me from today. What city, what state, what country, what planet? Where are you representing today? Please let me know. All right, we're going to be talking about how to develop the 5 P's in your business. How to develop the 5 P's in your business. I'll explain to you what each of the 5 P's are in just a moment. But I need you, please hit the like button. Every time you hit the like, every time you share, every time you drop comments in the comment section, you're helping the algorithms move our videos, our live streams, the Ramon Preston Show as it is. You're helping move it up so that other people who venture across these social media platforms, they can find me and you, and they can see what we're talking about, what we're discussing. Now, for those of you that don't know, everything that I share with you on the Ramon Preston Show is a direct extension of what we do here every day at Ramon Preston Enterprises, whether it's our coaching division, our consulting division, or our training division. We actually do all 3, and our coaching, consulting, and training is specifically geared towards business and finances. So if you have dreams and desires to start, structure, and scale your business, if you have dreams and desires to start, structure, and scale a ministry, or just your income streams or your wealth building dreams because you want to be financially free, that's what we provide as coaches, consultants, and trainers here at Ramon Preston Enterprises. Now, we do that in many ways. One of the ways that we provide these services is through our Millionaire Mentorship program. So we have a 1-year accelerated business and financial coaching and consulting program. So what we've done in this Millionaire Mentorship program is we've collided and conversed 2 of our key services, coaching and consulting. They are different. If you watched the show Monday, you would remember that I differentiated both of those to explain to you what is coaching and what is consulting. But we also have a training program. We teach business and financial education. So we have an online platform, Ramon Preston University. Our signature program for training on that platform is our Millionaire Blueprint. So you have different options. If you are a person who just likes to train online, on demand, and you like to be mentored from a virtual perspective 100% of the time, the Millionaire Blueprint will work perfectly for you. If you like in-person or person-to-person coaching and consulting to walk you through certain steps in your business and financial process, then our Millionaire Mentorship program will be perfect for you. And it includes our online training program. We also have certification programs for coaches and consultants, meaning that if you're a coach and consultant, you're a leader, an influencer, and you just need to figure out how to do what you do better, we provide certification training for that. We have a licensing program here at Ramon Preston Enterprises where you can literally purchase a license to use all of our material, all of our curriculum, all of our content, and you can be a Millionaire Mentorship or Millionaire Blueprint provider. That is, if you have a business, you can purchase a licensing from us, and you're able to sell our Millionaire Blueprint our online digital training program through your company. And it's an amazing program that we have. And so we're doing everything we can do to help our tribe, to help our community, to help our people live out their dreams and get to the next level of their personal, professional, and financial lives. So again, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you don't know, now you know. I am your host, Ramon Preston, and today I want to talk to you about how to develop the 5 P's in your business. Now, again, I told you this week is going to be designated 100% to this series on how we coach and consult our clients and how you need to adopt the mindset and the skill set of a coach, a consultant, and a trainer. Whether you are in that space or not in that space, you may be in a different space as far as being an entrepreneur, a professional, an employee, or a business owner, or an investor. But guess what? If you are able to add to whatever it is that you're doing, the mindset and the skill set of a coach, of a consultant, and of a trainer, it will immediately increase the value of your business. Now, as I mentioned just within the last couple days leading up to today, that there are 5 steps that we use in our process to consult and to coach our clients. And I would highly recommend, even if you don't necessarily use what I use or the words that I use and the terminology that I use, that you work on developing somewhat of a proprietary process that you can use to walk your potential customers and clients through. And again, if you don't have that information, if you don't know where to start to get that information, it just means that you may need a coach and a consultant. You may need somebody to help you understand how that works and what exactly you need to do. And so we use don't start that. We use a 5-step process, okay, for our coaching and consulting. It's called the AIDE process, AIDIE. That's my 5-step process. So we assess our clients. That's 1. Number 2, we help them identify with certain things in their personal, professional, and financial life. Number 3, we help them develop. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Number 4, we help them integrate. And by the way, y'all, I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you stuff that most consultants that I know and I have relationships with as colleagues will never share this information with you. E is execute. And the reason why I give it away and I don't have a problem sharing it with you for free on these platforms, particularly through the show, is because even if you take all my words and you use it, you could go to my website and you could copy and paste and pull all kind of stuff and draft your own proprietary processes. You still can't do it like I do it. So I'm not intimidated. I'm not even in competition with the people who might look at my stuff and take it and repurpose it for themselves, because first of all, I'm not even in competition with anyone. I'm dominating the space of Ramon Preston, and I'm going to continue to be the best version of myself. And what God got for me is for me, and ain't nobody gonna take it. And I'm putting myself in a position to get everything that He's releasing to me, and for the people that's connected to me. I just thought I'll share that with you so that you can understand. I'm not just sharing this with you because I got something behind it that I'm hiding. No, it is what it is. This is the 5-step process that I use. It's called the AIDE process. That's what we call it here. And we assess our clients. We identify certain things with our clients. We help them develop specific things. We help them integrate, and we help them execute. And now, if you've watched the show for the last few days, Monday I talked about assessing. All right. If you didn't catch it, go back and rewatch it. Yesterday I talked about identifying. And so today, guess what we're going to be talking about? Today we're going to be talking about developing. That's the 3rd step. The 3rd step is developing. So Ramon, what are we going to develop? Well, I'm going to show you how to develop the 5 P's in your business. All right. The 5 P's in your business. So I'll give you all 5 just in case you're not going to be on here the whole time, and then you can just take it and you can work with it. So I'm gonna show you how to develop each of these 5 P's. Number 1 is your corporate position. That's the P right there, position. Number 2 is your company's purpose. Number 3 is your signature products. Number 4 are your product prices. And number 5, your PCP, or your perfect client profile. And as I said, this information that I'm sharing with you is not just for coaches and consultants or trainers or educators. Because the truth is, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a leader in an organization, if you're a pastor, a minister, an influencer, whatever the space is that you're filling in the market, right? You have to understand that being a consultant, being a coach, being a trainer, or at least adopting the mindset and the skill set of such is going to not only reposition you in the market, but it's going to increase your value. It's going to increase your value. So we live in a very, very busy world today. We live in a information overload world today. And a lot of the services that we provide for clients, a lot of the products that we provide for customers, we just collectively as entrepreneurs, a lot of the things that we bring to the table as employees, the truth is they all come a dime a dozen. I mean, if you just take enough time and Google your way through certain processes, you can find out anything you want to find out. If you just take the time and go to Audible and listen to books, and go to Amazon and order books, and go to Kindle and download books, and Wikipedia and YouTube search engines, you can find out just about anything that you want to find out. The only limitation to a lot of that is you end up with a lot of information, but you don't really have real practice. And one of the reasons why people don't have real practice is once they get all the information, because they have no experience practicing or using and executing that information, they typically dismiss the information, keep it in their minds, talk about it for years, but they never see it manifest, or they never see the results that the practice can create. It ain't the information that's going to produce the results. It's the practice and execution of the information. Does that make sense? So if I show you all of this, I give you information on this. If you take this information and you study it, you rehearse it, you memorize it, you get it, you practice it with yourself, but you never go into the market and practice it and execute it with potential customers and clients, you're never going to see the results. Because even if you practice it with you, you're still not going to see the results. So your results are only going to come when you're able to actually practice it and execute it with real people who need your services or who need whatever it is that you're offering. And so when I say how to develop the 5 P's in your business, I'm talking about these 5 P's. You have a corporate position in your business. You have a company purpose for your business. You have signature products in your business. You have product prices for your business. And then you have what we call a PCP, or a perfect client profile. And again, you could be selling shoes, you could be selling accessories, you could be doing hair, you could be a barber, you can be a construction worker, a landscaper, a car detailer, or a consultant, or a social media influencer, or a digital marketer. If you're able to understand these principles that I'm teaching you, particularly this week, on how people like me as consultants and coaches service our clients, if you're able to adopt this and develop a mindset and a skill set behind these things, I guarantee you, you're going to immediately see an increase in your confidence, number one, but you're going to see an increase in your value, and people are going to perceive you to be different than you are, which means you're going to be better than you are because you put yourself in that position. All right. So if you have any questions, I want you to drop the questions in the comments. Please be so kind to drop the questions in the comments. And I would love to know from those of you that are watching today, how many of you are actually coaches or consultants? How many of you are actually coaches and consultants? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? Are you an individual that's looking to get into coaching and consulting? And if you are, put in the comments, yes, you are a coach, a consultant, or an educator and trainer, or yes, you want to be. And let me know, tell me what field, what area are you looking to become a coach in, or what area are you actually coaching people in? I would love to know that. I would love to know that. Just put it in the comments and let us see exactly where you are with regard to what I'm talking about today. And so let's take a moment and let's look at the first P, okay? Because if you're going to develop these 5 P's in your business, we've got to break each one down. So the first one is your corporate position, okay? Your corporate position. So when I say your corporate position, what exactly, let me just erase that. What exactly is your corporate position? What is your corporate position? Well, your corporate position can be your role. It could be your role. It could be your responsibility. It could be your daily routine. It can reflect your reach. It can also highlight your results. And the truth is, it should actually cover all 5 of these. Okay, so when I think about my corporate position, here's what I need to think about. I need to think about, who am I in my organization? Who am I in my organization? Okay, I typically recommend, especially if you're building a holding company that you're going to use as a parent organization, and you're going to have other operating entities under it that you know are going to be providing products and providing services to the market. I typically recommend that on a holding company level, you position yourself as the CEO, of course, right? That's a given. And in most cases, depending on what you're doing, I may recommend that you position yourself as an executive consultant. So that would be an ideal corporate role. Okay, that would be an ideal corporate position. You're the CEO and you're the executive consultant. But again, if you're going to assume these roles, because you know you have a holding company here, but then under your holding company, you're going to have other businesses. These will be operating entities, right? So in this operating entity, for example, you may be the hair girl. You may be the detailer. In this company, you may be the landscaper, right? In this company, you may be the painter. But we're talking about corporate roles. We're not necessarily talking about operating entity roles that you're doing to provide the products or the services that you're offering, okay? Or it could be the shoe guy, right? Or the shoe gal, or the accessory person. So it could be products and services. But I want your first P, your corporate position, to not reflect this as much as I want it to reflect that. Because now if I have my business structured this way, it's easier for me to be the CEO and executive consultant of this company that happens to own another operating entity that provides the services or that sells the products in the area that I may be a consultant for. Does that make sense? That's how you develop the first P of your corporate position. I know I'm going through it fast, but I'm just trying to show you how this works. And I do this on a day-to-day basis, so I could probably just do it in my sleep because I service a lot of clients who need this type of assistance. but for those of you that you need it, and what I'm talking about, it may be a little confusing, it may be a little intimidating, but deep down, this is what you need to really elevate your game and to reach your goals. All right. The second P that you need to develop is your company's purpose. Your company's purpose. Some people will call this a statement of purpose. SOP. It's a statement of purpose. So some people will call it a mission statement. So we want to identify so that we can develop your company's purpose. Now, a lot of times I would suggest to my clients or students that when you're working on developing your company's purpose, don't be so extensive that you get lost in the words. In other words, you can have a general, broad, extensive company purpose that you want to put in your company manual, but for the purpose of you going into the marketplace, you may just have what we call a value proposition that you're leveraging and using as a company purpose. So for example, one of our value propositions is we help people start, structure, and scale their businesses, ministries, income streams, and wealth building dreams. So we can actually use that as a company purpose or as a mission to highlight what our purpose is when we go into the marketplace. Our purpose is to help start. Our purpose is to help structure, and our purpose is to help scale. So people come to us because they know I can help them, my company can help them start a holding company, structure a holding company, start divisions and subsidiaries, structure divisions and subsidiaries, start and structure financial strategies, tax strategies, these things that entrepreneurs need. Start and structure the right systems and processes so that they can integrate into their businesses. So it makes it easier for people to not only resonate with our purpose, but it's easier for us to understand our purpose so that when we're communicating to our staff, when we're communicating to volunteers, when we're communicating to vendors, maybe you don't have staff, but you're looking to hire virtual assistants or people who are going to be used as vendors and independent contractors. Well, you still want them to know what your company's purpose is because you want everybody that's working with you to be in alignment with what your purpose is. You don't need people who don't even know your purpose to be trying to support your purpose and push your purpose, and they don't know it. And you definitely don't want to be a person who's assuming that corporate role or corporate position of a CEO, and you don't even know what your company's purpose is. Well, you got to work on that. And if you're having a hard time working on it, all it means is you just need people to step in and help you. This is something that you hear everybody talk about who has a coach and a consultant, but it's not until you get one that you realize you needed one. Seriously. Because a lot of people who've never had a coach, never had a consultant, never had a professional trainer with regard to their business acumen, with regard to them being good leaders of a company, if they never had it, when they hear people like me talk about how much you need one, sometimes people get in their own head and think, yeah, they just trying to sell themselves. Well, maybe they are trying to sell themselves, and we should be trying to sell ourselves. But at the same time, if what we're selling or sharing with you is resonating with you and you're like, man, he's being true, he's honest, he's straightforward, what he's saying is absolutely right, you got to get to a point where you make the decision to stop trying to finesse your way out of an opportunity and recognize I need what these types of people are talking about. So the second P that you have to develop is your company's purpose. So it can be a form of a value proposition, but it may be a little more broader or general to reflect a mission. It could reflect a mission. It may not be your vision. It may not be the bigger picture of your vision, okay? There's a difference between a mission and a vision. The company's purpose or the statement of purpose is just a statement that your company can make to explain what the purpose is of that company. So as I said, for us, it's starting, it's structuring, and it's scaling specific things. So when people come to us for other things, we can explain to them that it doesn't align with our purpose, so we may not necessarily be a good fit for them. All right? So the third P that we're going to develop is the signature products. Signature products. Now again, this could be a challenge for a lot of entrepreneurs too, because if you have a business that has like a whole lot of inventory, you got 1,000 different products. It could be accessories, okay? It could be accessories. It could be apparel. I don't even know how to spell apparel. It could be accessories. It could be apparel. It could be services that you provide. All right. What I talk to my clients and my students about when it comes to signature products is you have to, if you have accessories and apparel, meaning that if you have products, let me just put it this way. If you got products, oh, come on now. If you got products, help me out today. Again, if you got products or if you got services, it doesn't matter which one of these that you have. It really doesn't matter which one of these that you have. If you have either one of these, you can have one product, you can have 10, or you can have 100. You can have one service, you can have 10, or you can have 100. It really doesn't matter. What's important is for you to understand if your products and services are going to generate revenue, sometimes you need to have a signature service or a signature product. So what do I mean by signature? What I mean is I've got to look at my one product or my 10 products or my 100 products, and I need to figure out how can I take some of those 100 or some of those 10 or add some to this one and create this one package. So that means if you sell 100 products, you may need to take the best 10 products and make one package. So that now where your products over here may be $20 products, your products may be $79 products, your products may be $129 products. You need to take maybe the 5 or 10 best ones, create one signature product, which is actually a package of 5 or 10 of the most popular products. And now this can actually be one price that's maybe $4.99. So now when I start marketing myself, I don't have to explain to the market all 100 products. I can go into the marketplace with a value proposition talking about the one $4.99 product. So now I can talk about my signature program, my signature package, my signature services. And once I share my signature and I explain that this signature is made up of the 5 or 10 best services that we have, and this is the price, in addition to that, I can always let that potential customer or client know, if you would like to know more about the other products or the other services that we provide outside of this signature product, I'll be more than happy to share that with you. But this is the signature one. This is the one that most people get because we've done the studies, we've done the research, we've determined that out of the 10 products that we have, 3 of them are the most popular. So what are we going to do? We're going to take 3 and we're going to create one signature product. You have to do this. And remember, when I say product, your services should be products. You should package your services in a way like it's a product. This is why companies that sell a lot of different products or a lot of different services, they call it bundling, right? So when you see bundles, when you see bundles, when you see people that have the bundles, come on. All right? When you see people that have the bundles, guess what they're telling you? They're letting you know that they've done the homework. They're letting you know that they've looked at all of their products and services. They've taken the best of the best. They might have taken 5 over here, services. They might have taken 3 over here from products, and they brought them all together, and they created this one signature package, a bundle, a program to give you the opportunity to get the best of all worlds. This is how you develop the third P of your signature products. Now, the fourth P that you have to develop are your product prices. Your product prices. So again, if you go back to developing the signature products, then you have created this signature product, but how are you going to price? A lot of people have a problem pricing their products. Now, there's a certain process that I use to teach my clients on how to price their coaching. There's a certain process that I teach my clients to use for their consulting, and there's a process that I teach them to use for their training. But again, if you have products or services that you are providing, you've got to take those products and services and you've got to at least create enough options with your products and services so that you can have one price here that might be at the top. You can have one price here that's pretty much in the middle, and then you can have a price that's in the bottom. And so let's say if you have one type of product or service here at the top, one in the middle, and then one at the bottom, and you may have a signature product and service there. You see how that works? So I got at least 3 packages. I do this for coaches, consultants, and trainers, and I do it for people who have products and services. You need at least 3. So this is my top tier product or service. This is my median, and this is my just my lower tier. Now what that does is it gives me an opportunity to take the best of the best to create a signature one, but it also gives whoever I'm proposing this to an option to see that, oh, they also have other single products that I can get. And it helps you to determine how you need to price your products strategically so that once you price your products, you know how to go into the market and set quantifiable goals. Again, so let's say if this was a $1,000 product or service, and this was a $500 product and service, and this was a $250 product and service. And again, you can remove the zeros as you please. This could be 100, this could be 50, this could be 25. It's the same thing, it's just a different zero, okay? So let's just say in this example that you had 3 prices. And just in case some of you don't have those big ticket items, let me just kind of use 1,000 as an example. Let me use 100 as an example, just to make it easy. So you got 1,000, you got a 500, and you got a 250, all right? You got 100, you got 50, and then you got 25. All right, so let's just say you got 3 products like that. 1, 2, 3. Let's just say that's where you at. You could be on either side of this spectrum. It doesn't matter what your products and services are. Well, when you are pricing your products correctly, you may have a signature product down here. This is the big one, right? This is the one that you always talk about because it's made up of different components from all 3. And this one here may be It may be a $399 signature product, right? That's just your $399. Over here, this may be your, let's see, $39 signature product. This is the one, this is the most popular one. It's got 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of each of the big ones, right? So you got a $399, $39. Why am I using this? Because I'm using this to go out into the marketplace to at least get some attention, to at least have one thing to talk about that makes up 3 or 4 different things. But when it comes to these products here, I'm able to either use this product to quantify what my financial goals need to be, or I'm going to use the median one. And so what I mean by that is, let's say if you have a goal to make $10,000, right? If you have a goal to make $10,000, well, now you're able to use your prices to determine how many products do you need to sell in order to make $10,000. I'm not going to count the 100 one because that's the top one. A lot of people make those unrealistic calculations. So they say, well, if I got a $100 product, if I sell 10,000, if I need to make $10,000, all I need to do is sell 100 of those. But I'm not going to use the top one. I'm not going to use the low one. I'm either going to use the middle one as a median product price, or I'm going to use my signature product. So if I use my 39 as my signature product, I'm going to divide that into 10,000. And that means I need to sell 256 of these in order to make $10,000. So if I sell some $25 products or services, if I sell some $100 ones, if I sell some $50 ones, that's just going to be a bonus, a give or take. But at least I'm able to accurately quantify with real numbers how many of these signature products or services do I need to sell in order to hit my goal. If that was 100,000, that would be 2,500. It doesn't mean you won't go out there and crush it with $100 products. It means that you're being mathematically correct in your assessment to make sure that you don't overdo it and that you don't overestimate or underestimate the mathematical calculations that you need to have for yourself and the effort that you need to put behind those calculations in order to reach that number. So the 5th P in your business that you have to develop is your PCP, your perfect client profile. This is very important because if you're going to be in the market selling products and services, marketing your products and services, you've got to at least have an idea. You have to at least have an idea of who is your perfect client. Like, think about the things that you're trying to sell. Now, you might be saying, well, I'm not a business owner. I'm not an entrepreneur. I just work a job. I'm just looking for a job. Well, you should be looking at your job or a potential position in the marketplace or in the workforce as a perfect client. What is my perfect position? What is my perfect workplace? Who would be my perfect boss? Who is the perfect company? But if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur and you out there hustling and grinding and trying to build your business, or you're a network marketer and you got a side hustle, you need to figure out who your perfect client profile is. Now, of course, I can't give you all the workbooks and the forms and the papers and worksheets that I provide to my students and my clients because this is a show. But if for some reason you know these steps of these processes that I'm sharing with you this week, if you know that they're needed for you because you really need to figure out how to bring this thing together for your business, I want you to reach out to me today because I want to give you an opportunity to be a part of our Millionaire Mentorship program. So again, as I mentioned at the onset of the show, we have an online mentorship program. It is our business and financial training program. You basically get me mentoring you every day via virtual videos. So the Millionaire Blueprint, which is an online, on-demand business and financial wealth building system. We teach you almost everything that I'm talking about today and even more. We teach these things to you. There may be some nuances that you might not get clearly because some of these things are part of our Millionaire Mentorship, which requires you to have one-on-one coaching sessions with me. But for the most part, everything that we have in our Millionaire Blueprint is teaching you and walking you through the process of starting and structuring a holding company, starting and structuring your divisions, your subsidiaries. We show you how to file and form your paperwork, draft your operating agreements. We teach you how to run the day-to-day operations of that type of organization. We teach you real estate investing. We teach you the ABCs of financial literacy. We teach you creative tax strategies. We teach you how to set goals, how to schedule. And a lot of this process that we're talking about today, we provide training videos through our masterminds, through our workshops, to share with you the nuts and bolts of how all these intricate pieces of that business building process work. So if you're interested, I want you to text the word millionaire. This is all you have to do. Text the word millionaire to the number I'm giving you right here, 404-478-7213. If you are interested in becoming a member of our Millionaire Blueprint, this is our online training program. It's called the Millionaire Blueprint. Or you may be interested in joining our Millionaire Mentorship program. If you join our Millionaire Mentorship program, if you join this program, you get the Millionaire Blueprint for free. We give you free access to it for 1 year while you're in the Millionaire Mentorship program. So some people ask me, like, what is the biggest difference between the Millionaire Blueprint and the Millionaire Mentorship? Well, one of the biggest differences is this is all virtual. This is all online. So you have to be a student. You have to be disciplined to log into your dashboard and take these classes, take these courses, watch these videos, go through the training and the tutorial. You have to be very disciplined to do that. This includes the blueprint, but this is an accelerated coaching and consulting program, which means that depending on what tier you join, that will determine how frequent and how often I'm going to be personally sitting down with you, coaching you. So here, this is all online. Here, this is including the online, but it also includes weekly coaching calls. It includes quarterly masterminds and workshops. It includes either an initial coaching session for our gold tier. We have a gold tier. That's going to include an initial one-on-one coaching session with me, okay? Then we have a platinum tier. That's going to include quarterly one-on-one sessions with me. And then we have a diamond tier, and this includes monthly coaching sessions with me, as well as it includes monthly headquarter days. So at least once a month, maybe once every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how our schedule is. Definitely within a quarter, you'll have an opportunity to join me in person and literally just shadow me for a day. That's why we call it our headquarters days, for me to show you all the ins and outs of how we're building a multi-million-dollar organization right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. So again, if you're interested, I want you to text the word millionaire. I'll be more than happy to walk you through each program, share what each program has to offer and how each program can benefit you and your business and your financial dreams. And guess what? All it takes is one text. Once you text me, we're going to reach back out to you. We'll walk you through an initial assessment over the phone just to help identify with what exactly do you want to accomplish within the next year in your personal life, your professional life, your financial life. And once we qualify that and quantify it and figure out what the math is behind it and what it's going to take for you to get there, then we will direct you to one or two of our programs that we have available. And maybe you might be a coach and a consultant already, and you're just trying to figure out, how can I get better at being a coach and a consultant? Well, One of these programs could help educate you and train you, and I can coach you and walk you through it. But if you want to be certified, if you want a legitimate certification as a coach and a consultant, we have a certification program. Maybe you just want a licensing. Maybe you want to take all of the curriculum, the material, the content, and the proprietary processes that we use in our coaching and consulting systems and just use it. You just want to copy and paste it to your business so that you can simplify your process and speed up your process and move time out of the equation. We have a licensing program available. So I look forward to hearing from you. If there's anything we can do, please reach out to me as soon as you can. Text the word millionaire, 404-478-7213. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give me some feedback. Let me know how you enjoyed today's show. Let me know what was your biggest takeaway. Was there something you heard that you learned that you didn't even know? Please put it in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to my page. We give away so much free content. We do this show 5 days a week. We host random lives, and we post content on a regular basis. We even share a lot of our personal exclusive coaching sessions and millionaire mentorship sessions and consulting sessions and training sessions and workshops and masterminds. A lot of things that we do that are off air, we share a lot of that information just to be a blessing to our community. So all we ask in return is a subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, share the videos with other family members and friends, tag them, drop them those names in the comments, and give them an opportunity to hear what it is that we're talking about. So I love all of you, appreciate every one of you. Thank you for being a part of the Ramon Preston Show, and we'll see you same place, same time right here tomorrow.